What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Tronsmart Halo 100 speaker. Taking a look at the specs, this has 60 watts of power, 3-way audio, built-in RGB lights, app control, an IPX6 waterproof rating, and up to 18 hours of playtime. So taking a look inside the box, you get the manual, a little card that explains their sound pulse technology, which is basically their own DSP. You have a warranty card. When you register on this link, it gives you an additional 6-month warranty, so you get a total of 1.5 years of warranty. So you definitely want to do that if you pick up one of these speakers. Then you have an auxiliary cable and a charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C cable. And then of course you have the actual speaker itself. So taking a look at the speaker itself, this is a good mid-size speaker. It's not as large as some other speakers I have, but it's still big enough where it should be able to provide good output, but still be very portable and easy to carry around. So taking a look at the front, I can't help but see this speaker as a little robot head. You got 2 eyes up here, and then you got a big mouth down here where he's screaming or very excited about something. Hopefully it's about how good the speaker actually sounds. So taking a look at the drivers, on top the speaker has a 1-inch tweeter to handle the high frequencies. Below that there's 2 mid-range drivers to handle all the mids. And then at the bottom there's a 4.5-inch woofer to handle all your lows. Though it's not visible, on back you have a large 5.6-inch passive radiator for more bass output as well. So coming around back, you have this little rubber flap here, and inside that you have a USB-A port, and that can be used to charge your phone, so this speaker works as a power bank as well. Then you have a USB-C port, which is to charge the speaker, an auxiliary port, and lastly you have an SD card reader here as well. So now that I have this on, you can kind of see more of what I mean, how this looks like a giant screaming robot head or like a monkey face or something. So coming to the top, you have your power button, your volume up and down, which double as track forward and track back as well, your play and pause button, your LED control button, I believe this is a mute button, and then over here you have your true wireless stereo, and this is for their DSP to turn it on or off as well. So I have not heard this speaker yet, but right now this speaker only costs $109. A speaker of this size for a little over $100 is an insane deal, so I'm really hoping this speaker delivers. More than often, a cheap price speaker is usually a cheap sounding speaker as well, but I'm hoping that's not the case with this one. So before we dive into the test, I want to point out this speaker does have an app, so as long as this actually puts out good sound, you should be able to fine tune it to sound even better as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw on a few tracks and see how this speaker sounds. Alright, so beside the songs I played on video, I also listened to a bunch of other songs which I couldn't show due to copyright reasons, but I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this speaker. First off, let's start with the output. This speaker absolutely crushes something like a JBL Charge despite costing less. It also gets loud and doesn't distort even at max volume. The bass isn't great, but it's also not bad. You have very solid mid bass, which once again crushes the JBL Charge. It doesn't have much low bass, but when you consider this is only a 5-inch driver, that's kind of to be expected. So the bone I have to pick with this speaker is the overall sound quality. It sounds good and clear, but in my opinion, it just sounds like there's a little way too much EQ applied out of the box. The highs are boosted way above the rest, which yes, gives you more volume, but makes the speaker lose its overall musical and balanced output. I'm really hoping this is something I can fix with the app EQ. I did mess with it a little and did get things to sound somewhat better, but I'll have to play with it more and see if I can get it down to a good and balanced sound. Coming back to the price, when you consider it's only a little over $100, this is definitely a lot of speaker for that price. For $100, you're only going to get something like a JBL Flip, and if you're comparing one of those to this, then there will be no comparison. Output, bass, and sound quality, this is 100% hands down a better value. Overall, if you're looking for a party speaker that can get loud and won't cost you an arm and a leg, then this one here is definitely a great option to consider. Alright, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and I'll do what I can to help. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.